Okay, well, here I go for the return trip home. As you can see, it's now night. Not a surprise. I've never been downtown at night before, so, you know, it's different. I ended up being here at 2010 because the Hotel Saskatchewan was just too darn busy. I don't know, there's some sort of event going upstairs and the lounge was completely packed, so there's no place to eat. So I walked over here instead, and I'm glad I did. It was very good. I thought about eating here at Formosa, but I didn't. And also, this is a chance now to see the lightsabers, as I think of them, down here in City Center. Benny and the Jets. Nighttime's always more interesting than daytime, isn't it? You got electric boots. I know her too. You look down the Scar Street Mall, pedestrian mall. I don't think I'll walk down there. We'll go down this way and get to Albert Street. I mean to Victoria Avenue. Oh, let me just... A lot more color than you might think down here at night. There's the hotel to the right where I thought I was going to be eating supper, but I didn't. There's some color in the city center over there. It still seems a little Christmassy, but I thought all of these things changed color, but I guess not. Maybe they can, but they're not at the moment. You can see why I call them lightsabers. With my background, what else would I call them? This is the Crown Canada Life building here. Also at night you can see inside the buildings a little bit. It also has color on its steps out here. Still kind of Christmas lights wrapped around the trees there. I think those are Christmas lights. Scar Street Liquor Store. I've never been in there. Then you have, what is it now? Smokes Poutine. It used to be a poutineery. It used to be a sushi restaurant. And this is a pub. O'Hanlon's in here. And then you get the copper kettle. We often order pizza from there. You kind of see how much snow we had. It's still piled up there. Hotel Saskatchewan looks different at night than it does during the day. Well-lit alley. This is that federal government building here, which I like the looks of, kind of Art Deco. Oh, lots of cool images tonight coming out this time of night. Good view of the Hotel Saskatchewan, which is floodlit, as you can see. You can see the snow better too, falling in the lights there. I guess we'll go this way. Well, we're going to be crossing over momentarily anyway, so I guess we'll go over here. That's the SAS Power building there, under renovations. It's like snow plowing going on here. Made it easy to cross the street, that's for sure. We found the wind. We even got something on the lens, it looks like. There we go. snow in the headlights there. So there's where I thought I was going to eat lunch or supper, but didn't. It's probably quiet in there now, but it was noisy when I came by. Everything's magical in the dark, isn't it? It really looks like Christmas with the red and green lights. Feels like it too with my... There's still Christmas decorations up there too. With the wind in my face. Pleased to see the snow falling, as I said. And the lights there. The cenotaph is lit up in the middle of the park. Over there. See, the City Hall over there has a golden crown on it, as befits the Queen City. It's the land titles building here. That's the Saskatchewan Sports Hall of Fame in it. It's not lit up, except by the street lights. Oof. And they haven't cleared their sidewalks very well. The city, one would think, would be responsible for this. They're the ones with the bylaw. Oh, you can see the windows lit up on First Baptist Church here as well. Something going on in there, it looks like. Something musical, maybe. It's a very good church for performing in. Yeah, nobody's cleared that sidewalk. Back to downtown there. I hear music. First Baptist Church. Doesn't sound like church music though. Sounds like a rock band. Knox Metropolitan United Church over there. It still looks so much like Christmas because all the Christmas lights are still on. You wouldn't think it was March 6th, but it is. Yeah, it looks so cool in the dark. I should come out more often in the dark. Here's first time I've been down here in all these months of walking. First time I've been downtown in the dark. There's the Balfour looking regal with its lights on. And there you can see the golden crown on the Queen City's City Hall and all those Christmas lights. Oh, and there's some snow on the lens again. I ate at 2010 is where I ate. It was very good. I had chicken, roasted vegetables. It was really good. Trying to, keep the calories down, but then I had creme brulee, which kind of probably kicked that over. But anyway, I have been losing weight, and I'd like to keep doing so. Look at that. It's so Christmassy. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10. Look at that. The very picture of Christmas here on March 6th. Now that song stuck in my head. This is the Court of Queen's Bench over here. I think this is, yeah. Oh, I can even see in it. I've never been able to see in it before. I've never been in that building. Probably a good thing. The thing that will make it I mean, come on. Clearly it's Christmas. Up Pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots just a wish. Barney and Ben. Tosca and Talkin can go for a walk as the hope of somebody and Jen. Oh, but it is snowing, but you can see the moon up there a little bit. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will chime, but the thing that will make them ring is the carols that you sing right within your mind. I can't be right. Anyway, completely the wrong song. We should be singing June is busting out all over. Or soon anyway, hopefully. June will be busting out all over. All over the meadows and the hills. We're looking at City Hall and the Christmas lights. Clearly, I should do more nighttime walks. All the ones I've done have been more interesting. Never noticed that building being lit up with those orange lights before. One more look down Victoria Avenue there. With the Christmas trees. I'll probably walk down 13th. A little bit anyway. I thought about going to Safeway, but I don't really need anything in Safeway, so I don't think I'll bother. Here, let's take a scenic trip through the Petrocan gas station, which even it looks better at night, lit up, than during the day. You know, quite festive except for the price of gas, which is 158.9 cents, basically $1.60 a gallon, a liter, I mean. A gallon, I wish it was a gallon. There's the Terra building, used to be, sounds pretty cool. This is Nexus Art Center over here. And it's very colorful at night. Much more interesting than during the day, to be perfectly honest. Roger. I've only done a few nighttime walks, but they're always cool. It's the Cathedral Social Hall. Got an understated sign on it, you can tell. Thought about eating there, but I wanted to walk a little further. Try to get in a decent sized walk today after not walking yesterday around the lake because of the heavy snow on the ground. So I shoveled the snow instead. That was my exercise yesterday. And that was enough. Now this is 13th. So I should be able to cross if I get a move on here. Actually some water on the ground despite the fact that it's quite cold. I'm going to walk down 13th. I think. I've walked along 13th at nighttime before. Viet Thai, one of our favorite Viet Thai restaurants. That's the Artesian over there. Very nice performing space, used to be a church. Here's what happens when you don't clear the sidewalk. You end up with a narrow beaten path through the snow. carefully. Size doesn't matter in walks. It's the quality of the walk that matters. It's not the size of the walk, it's what you do with it. I'd stretch this out a little bit, at least walk down to the Cathedral, which is a little past where I need to walk to. It's the foot clinic. You can see inside, as I said, which you can't do during the day. Here's the Craft Council, our Traditions Craft Gallery, nicely lit up. All your crafty needs. Then we get paper umbrella. Oh, they got a big annoying poster there, but over here you can see into it. And over here. This is Cup of Tea, the tea shop. Oh no, this is Cup of Tea. This is the Chinese store. This is the New Age bookstore. I don't know how it stays in business because I don't know who buys that stuff. And there's the Christian bookstore over there. So as I've often said, I'm surprised there hasn't been a lightning strike. Restaurant over there. This used to be the IOOF Hall. Not anymore. Employment Network. Over there. I've never been in there. Their little ice cream stand is very popular in the summer though. Oh, battery. Well, that's a sign of the cold, I guess. Also, I was using the phone to play games a while ago. That drains the battery too. There's this great racing game I like to play on the iPhone. It's quite addictive because the game, each race is only like 3 or 4 minutes. They're real tracks and real cars, and I enjoy it. Our relatively new liquor store, which you can now see inside. Should you want to? Looks pretty much like you'd expect a liquor store to look. It's got liquor in it. Huh, go figure. There's the Safeway, which I thought about going into. Still might. Tomorrow. I don't think I need to tonight. As I said, I'm kind of on my own right now, except for the cat, so. It's just for this weekend. So that shoots as the wish upon me in bed. Just make sure it's sharp. This is the pet store here. It doesn't have any lights in its windows. See in there, just reflections. We have Mercury Cafe. You can see in there, it's kind of an old diner style place. Across here where I've got a bank. there's Orange Cafe and another pub. We're going to go down here. I'm stretching this out a little bit so I get most of an hour by the time you had this one with the previous one. Brandy's here, convenience store where I do a lot of mailing because there's a post office in there. There's Gales Forest. There's Brandy's. Hello, Dwight. I haven't seen you on here for a while. Not my brother Dwight, but almost. Dwight Williams, not Dwight Williams. I don't know. Looks like there's lights on at Mosaic Stadium. All that light in the sky over there. I wonder why. Oh, skating. I imagine the skating rink is still going. They put a skating rink in the playing field. Here's Westminster United Church. Another fine performance space. And over here we have Des Arts. Candy and ice cream. Probably not selling a lot of ice cream right now. A long time since I had a regular day job. Over there is Penny. No, coming up is Penny University Bookstore. I'm not in that one. They're in the next one. There. I don't know what else is in there. Here comes the cathedral. We'll walk down. Once I get on the other side of the cathedral, then I'll start heading to home. It's kind of the end of the stores anyway, pretty much. So the lighting gets less interesting. But here's Holy Rosary Cathedral over here. These houses all have businesses in them of one sort or another, I think. I really think they should lose this temporary signage. It's just so ugly and so out of keeping with the cathedral. But they didn't ask me what they should do. Or I would say, definitely lose that. Or put up something, you know, halfway decent. Okay, I'm gonna go down this way. There's a coffee house in that corner. I'll walk down here by the cathedral. Looks like there's something going on in there too. All these events happening again now that restrictions have been lifted. It's great. It's great, great, great. That's that. Yeah, everything looks so nice in the snow and the lights. I'm glad I did this tonight. Here's the side of the cathedral. As you can see, a certain amount of snow has been piled up here. And there's not actually a good path through it. Let's try this way. It's sparkly tonight too, because there's been this little bit of fresh light snow on it. Well, they didn't bother to clear this part of the path. I mean, I could go up the ramp, but that doesn't help me. So I guess I'll wade through this. There's my shadow. Hello. Snow's taller than I am, that pile. Cleared off the parking lots. That light looks way greener on the screen than it does to my eyes. It's the back of the cathedral. Said there's clearly something happening in there. Oof. Ah. Yeah. Wonder if there's a way around the end of the cathedral if I go this way. Or if it just goes to the door. It is a shivery night for sure. Look at this snow. It's a veritable mountain range of snow. I mean, I'm 6 feet tall. That's at least 9 feet tall. And it just goes all the way around here. Clearly it's what they've cleared off of their parking lot over here. Very bright lights. I'm leaving nice footprints in the snow. Now we can go this way. This is the school here, and also separate school board offices are in this building. Or really, over here. Yes, I know it's a low battery. Dwindling rapidly. Hopefully it lasts till I get home, because I'm still 10 minutes from home. If I suddenly quit, that's what happened. The battery died. It doesn't like the cold. Also, the clouds make it interesting because of the reflected light off the clouds. There's actually more light than there would be otherwise. So this is where the separate school board offices are. Crunch, 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 crunch. Not a hint of spring in the air tonight, that's for sure. I guess we're just going down. Camera in here. If I wanted to cross the creek and keep walking, I would go straight down Cameron to the footbridge, but I have no intention of doing that. I think this is a senior's residence here. At least the sidewalk's well cleared on this side. Hi, Mariano. Yeah, it's a nice neighborhood. We just left the commercial area behind, so now it's entirely residential. As you can see, there's a lot of snow piled up from clearing sidewalks and driveways. This is from snow. Whoops, come back. For some reason the gimbal didn't want to come back. Look how high the pile of snow is on this side from the plowing the streets. They need plowing again, but they probably won't get it until, probably they'll just leave it to melt at this point. I mean, that's a good 4 feet of snow piled up in that yard. It's like that everywhere. Any place that people have sidewalks to clear. My own sidewalk, it's not quite that deep, but there's one pile that is, a couple of piles that are. It gets harder to throw things up, so to speak, throw the snow up. What time is it? It's 7:45, 7:45 basically, 7:47 looks like. Days are getting longer. The sun set at 6:45, so about an hour ago. When I started walking back, there's still quite a bit of light in the sky, but it's fading now except for the light that's reflected. Street lights off the clouds. 15th. This sidewalk still looks nice and clear, so we'll keep going down Cameron here. This will take us to College, will be the next one, and then we'll have to turn left to head home. I wish I hadn't started singing It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas at the beginning of the walk, because it's still running through my head. But honestly, downtown, since the Christmas lights are still on, it does look like Christmas. And with the fresh snow, it looks even more like Christmas than Christmas did, I think. We don't usually have this much snow by Christmas. It comes along as the winter goes along. If we're going to get this kind of snow accumulation, and this year we certainly have. It's been quite a cold winter too. Some really long cold snaps. And in fact, I think it's supposed to warm up, and then I think we've got another bout of at least minus 20s coming, sub-zero Fahrenheit. Winter's going to hold on to the last minute. And the question is, will we get a slow melt or a fast melt? A month from now, it should be melting. Fingers crossed. No guarantees, but it should be. 2 months from now, it should all be gone. Fingers crossed. No guarantees. Houses always look warm and inviting on a cold night in the snow with their windows lit up. All right, this is College. Oh, this is Angus Crescent. Good, I thought that's where I was. So we just carry on down this crescent here, and that'll take us home. We'll go down the other side, because that's my side. Almost fell. The trouble is you can't see the ice under the snow, and the snow makes it even slipperier. Hello, Brian. Well, this was mostly yesterday. Starting Thursday night and then into Friday morning, we had 12 centimeters of snow. About 5 inches. I don't know where you're from. You can see where these streets have not been plowed, so they're pretty heavy. And then the snow on this car here we just had today. So another, might be a centimeter, I don't know. Not too much, but enough to make everything sparkly. Yeah, there's a lot of snow along here. Oh, see, there's a non-cleared sidewalk. Clearly nobody in that house at the moment. That one's for sale, if you're looking. You can kind of see then on the road how the snow's been beaten down, but this hasn't gone anywhere. And most of our sidewalks have that sort of level of a trench in the snow, kind of depth, I guess I should say. We're a long way from beaches, if you consider a beach to be an oceanfront beach. There are lakefront beaches, mostly created. Any place you get sand on a beach in Saskatchewan, they trucked in the sand. Well, we're about as far from the ocean as you can get. That's kind of cool with the archway there lit up. We are smack dab in the middle of the continent. Not quite the geographic center, that's in North Dakota, but not that far either. We're probably closer to the Arctic in Hudson Bay than we are to the Pacific, Arctic Ocean. Closer to the Pacific than we are to the Atlantic. Oh, interesting siding they still have going on their door over there. Like I said, it'll melt 6 weeks from now. With any luck, I'll be walking in a snow-free environment. With any luck. Or there might still be snow in the shadows, but the bulk of it should be gone in 6 weeks, shouldn't it? Please? Once I get down to the intersection down here, that will be it for tonight. Kudos to the people living on this side of Angus Crescent. The sidewalk has been clear the entire length, or clear enough anyway. We're on down past the intersection, but I always stop at the intersection. The snow has, it was snowing harder when I first started walking. It's pretty much let up completely now. There's enough fresh here, I'll have to come out and give the sidewalk another quick scrape in the morning. Oh, see, this is a historic house. You can tell by the plaque. It's just a little hard to read right now. There's a fence under there. You can almost tell it's still there. Oh, somebody dropped a scarf or something there. I'll leave it. Okay, well, this is the corner of Rutalic and Angus Crescent, so I'll stop here. I hope you enjoyed that nighttime walk. I thought it was quite pretty. And I should be back tomorrow. I might do my walk around the lake tomorrow since I didn't do it on Friday, or else I'll do something else. We'll see. Or else I won't walk at all. We'll see that too. But anyway, thanks for walking with me tonight. Bye for now.